Crack open a cold energy drink, and right away it feels different from a regular soda. The can looks sharper, the colors feel louder, the flavor hits faster. The sweetness, the acid, the bubbles, even the branding all seem to send one message at the same time. Wake up. But here is the strange part. Most energy drinks are not giving you energy in the same way a real meal does. They are not filling your body with fuel like food. They are creating the feeling that your energy switch has just been flipped. Caffeine is a big part of that, of course, but it is not the whole trick. The real illusion is how the drink makes tiredness feel like something you can push past, ignore, or maybe even outrun. To understand energy drinks, you have to stop treating them like one simple category. They all promise energy, but they do not all create the same experience. Some are built around sugar, giving you that quick, full-bodied hit that feels sweet, heavy, and immediate. Some go zero sugar, but still try to keep the same sharp punch by using sweeteners, acid, stronger flavors, and more aggressive carbonation. Some look like gym fuel, some look like gaming fuel, some hide inside coffee. And some rebrand themselves as clean, healthy, plant-based energy. But underneath all that, the basic rules are usually the same. Stimulant, sweetness, acid, flavor, and identity. Change the balance of those 5 things, and you change the entire feeling of the drink. Caffeine is the main switch in most energy drinks, but the way it works is a little sneaky. It does not create real energy the way calories from food do. It does not magically recharge your body like plugging in a phone. What it mostly does is change how tired you feel. When caffeine starts working, your brain gets fewer of those slow down, you are sleepy signals, so you feel more awake, more alert, and sometimes more ready to move. That is why one can feel so powerful when you are dragging through work, studying late, driving at night, or trying to get yourself into the gym. But the important part is this. Caffeine can lend you alertness for a while. It cannot replace sleep, food, hydration, or real recovery. This is where energy drinks split into 2 very different types of experience. A sugary energy drink gives you sweetness, calories, and a fuller feeling in your mouth. It tastes heavier, it feels more rounded, and it can seem more satisfying because sugar does more than just make the drink sweet. It gives the liquid body. A zero-sugar energy drink has to work harder. It still wants to feel bold, sharp, and powerful, but without that same sugar weight, it leans more heavily on sweeteners, acid, carbonation, and louder flavors. That is why zero-sugar energy drinks can still taste intense, even without the calories. One feels more like a sweet rush, the other feels more like a stimulant signal wrapped in flavor. The sharp taste of an energy drink is not just there to make it interesting, it helps create the feeling that something is happening. The acid gives the drink that bright, aggressive edge, so the sweetness does not feel thick, slow, or syrupy. Then the carbonation adds the bite. Those bubbles hit your tongue, make the drink feel colder, and create an instant physical reaction. And that reaction matters more than people think. A smooth, flat drink might contain the exact same caffeine, but it probably would not feel as powerful. Energy drinks use acid and fizz to turn a normal sip into a signal. It tells your mouth, and then your brain, this is supposed to wake you up. Then come the ingredients that make energy drinks sound more advanced. Taurine, B vitamins, electrolytes, amino acids, and all those performance-style words printed on the label. These ingredients are not automatically bad, and some of them do have real roles in the body. But inside the drink, they also do something else. They make the can feel smarter, more technical, and more functional. That matters because most people do not feel taurine or B vitamins the same way they feel caffeine. You may not notice them as a clear sensation after a few sips, but the label still shapes the experience before the drink even kicks in. It tells you this is not just a soda, this is a formula. Pre-workout style drinks take the energy drink idea and move it into the gym. The language changes. Now it is not just wake up, it is push harder. These cans and bottles are built around words like pump, focus, endurance, power, and performance. They often feel more serious than a normal energy drink, even when the basic promise is still familiar. Get stimulated, feel ready, and start moving. The flavors are usually bold, the branding is more aggressive, and the whole product is telling you that you are not just drinking something sweet and caffeinated. You are preparing for action, That is the real hook. It sells the feeling of becoming the version of yourself who actually shows up, lifts harder, runs faster, and does the workout instead of skipping it. Gaming drinks take that same energy drink logic and move it from the gym to the screen. Instead of selling muscles, sweat, and heavy lifting, they sell focus, reaction time, late nights, and staying locked in. The branding usually feels more digital: bright colors, neon flavors, streamer culture, and names that sound like they belong inside a video game menu. But underneath the design, the mechanism is still familiar. Caffeine helps you feel more alert. Sweetness and acid make it easy to keep drinking. The flavor keeps it fun. The clever part is the framing. A gaming drink turns a stimulant beverage into part of your setup, almost like your controller, headset, keyboard, or second monitor. It is not just a drink anymore. It becomes part of the identity of being focused and ready to play. Coffee-based energy drinks are interesting because they feel less like a neon energy can and more like something people already trust. Coffee has its own built-in image: early mornings, long work days, studying, commuting, deadlines, and being an adult with things to do. So when an energy drink borrows coffee, it also borrows that feeling of being more natural, more normal, and maybe even more respectable. But the basic promise is still very similar. You are buying caffeine, flavor, sweetness, convenience, and a quick ritual in a can or bottle. The difference is the costume. Traditional energy drinks say, go harder. Coffee-based energy drinks say, keep going. One feels like a boost. The other feels like permission to survive the day. And now energy drinks have been rebranded again as healthy energy. The cans look cleaner. The colors are softer. The flavors sound more like sparkling fruit water than extreme sports. You see words like natural caffeine, plant-based, low sugar, organic, clean, wellness, or better for you. And to be fair, some of these drinks may be a better fit for certain people than the old school, sugar-heavy cans. But the core promise has not disappeared. It is still about feeling awake, focused, and ready right now. The packaging has changed, but the desire is the same. Quick energy that feels smarter, cleaner, and easier to justify. That is the modern shift. Energy drinks did not stop selling stimulation. They just learned how to make stimulation look more responsible. Here is the hidden truth. Energy drinks often sell the feeling before the function. Before the caffeine even fully kicks in, the can is already telling you who you are supposed to become. More focused, more intense, more productive, more ready. The sharp flavor, the cold hit, the bold colors, the performance words, the gym language, the gaming language, the clean wellness language. All of it builds expectation, and expectation matters. The drink may contain caffeine, sweetness, acid, and extra ingredients, but the promise is bigger than the formula. It is not just saying, this will wake you up. It is saying, this will switch you on. That is why the experience starts before the first sip is even finished. So the smarter choice is not to panic about energy drinks, and it is not to believe every promise on the can either. It is to understand what you are actually choosing. Are you buying caffeine because you need alertness? Are you choosing sugar because you want that full sweet hit? Are you picking zero sugar because you want the taste without the calories? Are you drinking it before a workout, during a gaming session, on a long drive, or just because the ritual feels good? Once you see the layers, the label becomes easier to read. Focus, natural, clean, performance, zero, extreme. Those words are not the decision. The real decision is caffeine, timing, amount, and why you are reaching for it in the first place. Energy drinks are not magic. They just send your body a very loud wake-up signal.